Well, happy Wednesday, gang. Hope you're all well. Weather's grim, pitch black even at this time of day. An interesting one today. I just did a session in my sauna blanket now, and it got me thinking. You know, we're in the time of year now where we're buying a lot of gifts for each other. Obviously for Christmas, a lot of pointless gifts, a lot of needless gifts, a lot of stuff we don't want, a lot of rubber dog shit from China. Really, in respect, we all know how it all works. You know, and we've all been there, we've all done it, and of course it's the time of year giving. So hopefully this video doesn't come across wrong. But what I was just thinking to myself now is, you know, we know the mess on the world's health. We know 80% of people are really struggling at the moment with their health. So there's an opportunity here. I linked this story back to when I was 16. Someone bought me a home multi-gym. My boss had done a year's bricklaying apprenticeship and he bought me a home multi-gym. And my body fat has never been where it should have been since that day onwards. It was that was the first moment I fell in love with fitness and health, which was 32 years ago. It's never changed. It was a complete transforming moment in my life, that multi-gym that someone bought me when I was a kid. Now I look at, you know, you think about what you can buy someone today. The world's your oyster. In the world of fitness, you can buy someone a gym pass. You can buy some vouchers. You can sign them up for a 10k race as a present, or whatever it might be. And we've got to get away from this culture of, you know, is that insensitive? We're past the era of, I always say, do we need the carrot or do we need the stick? We need the stick today. The era of tiptoeing around these subjects now, I think, is long gone. We've tried that, it hasn't worked. Our health has just got worse. So now we got to get serious. And buying someone a gift like a gym pass, a voucher, some gym clothing, maybe sign them up for a race. And then you look at the outdoors. You could buy them a hot and cold therapy session. You could buy them a rambling day with someone. You could buy them a retreat day. You could buy them some hiking gifts, you know, and go outdoors. Then you got, you know, within the era of wellness, and then you got the mindfulness stuff, loads of mindfulness stuff. You can buy them a meditation session, perhaps a book you can, you know, purchase, a mindfulness book on Audible. There's lots of these mindfulness retreats, classes, and all the rest of it. These would be unbelievable gifts if I received them, and I think if most people receive them, they are looking at this stuff now. They're looking to try different stuff, you know. Then there's books. Books are an easy one. Books are so transformative. Like when Phyllis was going through leukemia, I read the David Goggins book, Can't Hurt Me, and I listened to it 3 times in 3 months. It was a tough period. We were really under the cosh a bit, you know. And that book just kept me anchored in, you know. It just really did. Every time I was having them dark days, and I was listening to that book, and it was pulling me out of it, you know, and then driving me on to be able to help my wife. And obviously, you know, she was having dark days every day at that time, but I had to make sure that I was, you know, I wasn't having them dark days, you know. And there's so many good books. Like, you know, one of my favorite is the Holistic Guide to Cannabis. Great one to buy for any of your alcoholic friends who think that they drink alcohol every day. That's fine, but you have a little bit of cannabis to help you with your rest and recovery and your sleep and activate your endocannabinoid system so you're healing. Oh, that's going to kill you, but vodka's fine. So that's a good book to give to them, you know. And you know, Aunt Middleton's got some cracking books. Audibles can be inspirational. These are all different, you know, different gifts. You know, you can buy someone a foot spa, 25 quid on Amazon. You know, they can detox through their feet. You could buy someone sort of infrared sauna panels, infrared sauna blanket, like I just had there. The world is your oyster, and look at the person you're buying for and cater it for them. Trust me. You know, if they take it as offensive, if you bought them something health related, it's kind of on them, not on you. You know, they should be pleased that you're actually not going to buy them chocolate and alcohol and a you know, their 99th jumper that they once stored up in the back of their wardrobe. Or like us men tend to get 55 pair sets of 10 socks. So we got 550 socks on Boxing Day, etc, etc, etc. We are in the era now, guys. I think that these gifts would be met and accepted with thanks, I think. And there's so many opportunities out there. So just a bit of food for thought, really. Like I said, I can only think about my own story. 32 years ago, as a gift that I had bought for me, it was transformed my life. Well, turned me into a healthier individual, that's for sure. That one decision, whether it would have gone that path or not is irrelevant. I see that as a key moment, and you could be in the same position to buy someone in your circle a health gift, something that's going to just get them thinking differently, get them looking at life differently, possibly get them turning that cog into a different direction, into a healthier direction, physically, mentally, and emotionally. You know, so yeah, think about it. I'll put a little list in the post actually of gift ideas regarding, you know, regarding health that I can think of. I'll stick a good old list in there, and it may well or you may or may not be interested. It's just food for thought, guys. You can discard this video if you want to buy that person alcohol, chocolate, clothes, whatever. It makes no odds to me. I just thought I'd maybe just try and tweak your thought process a little bit, because you know, I would think when I open up a voucher and it's a hot and cold therapy session up in Fire and Ice, that's the best thing I could see. It'd be much more pleasing for me than having a t-shirt that I do not need. That's for sure. Like, you know, even the people living on the breadline have got more clothes than they could ever do with, because clothes are relatively cheap these days and people tend to buy what they like. So maybe a health experience to start, or a health book, or anything like that. As I said, a 3-day gym pass. Perhaps Funky Pump will do a little month passes and things like that. You know, these gyms, whatever he's gonna, you know, yeah, blocks of PT sessions, sports massage, Swedish massage, whatever it is, something that is a little bit health focused, you know. But anyway, I hope this video lands right. Have a fantastic day. I hope you're looking forward to a good weekend, and I suppose we can even start with starting to wish people Merry Christmas. Have a good day, gang.